Hello everyone, it's Lisa. Today I'm going to do this past week's memory planning with you. This was the 11th through today. I actually just finished printing my photos for today. I literally just took this photo a few minutes ago. I was up here getting set up and I look out my window and there's my daughter's kitty on our roof. She goes out the back deck, up on the hot tub, onto a little roof, and onto the big roof. So she just was looking at me. I immediately got her off there. She does that often, so I'm not overly worried, but I just let her out a few seconds ago, and that's what she did. So I'm trimming my last two photos. You see how I print them two of them on a 4x6, and then I mark them, or then I trim them. I have my trimmer marked so I know exactly where I want them to be so they can fit right in here. Excuse me. If you were watching my other videos, you know I've been struggling with a sinus infection. I finally got rid of my sore throat and I'm starting to feel better. I'm still having some nasal issues, but sometimes my throat gets really congested. But anyways, yeah, so I decorated this weeks ago, or probably in the beginning of the month. This was from the spring, when in spring. I can't pronounce that word. I have a hard time. Castlethetic. I can't pronounce that word, but this is the spring sticker book from them. I love how they have some of the boxes all layered. I loved it for the bee theme. I loved the bee theme and I loved this theme. So there's not much left in here. Quotes. These I use this a lot. There's not much left in here. They have really nice stickers. So I'm going to use that. I always try to remember or write down what sticker book it was that I used. So if I need to fill in as I go, I know what one I use. I also got my orange floral orange bloom sticker book from Live Love Posh in case I needed some boxes. It's nice to know all the oranges are in there. And then I got my Caliva Plan header boxes because I just love this one. That's my new book. So yeah, I'm going to lay out my photos. These are the photos for the week. I feel like I didn't have a lot this week. Actually, I didn't have a lot for the weekend, but I did have a lot in the beginning of the week. One of my good friends came over and I got to meet her baby. My daughter babysat this sweet little baby boy that I'm just so... anytime she watches him, I have to go see him and hold him because I just love him. I took a picture of my daughter packing to get ready to move back to college this weekend. Wednesday was very warm and my nieces and my nephews came over and went swimming. So I might trim that so that sometimes I'll trim if I don't want to cover up the whole sticker. It doesn't really bother me but I'm like, it doesn't always bother me if I cover up the whole sticker, if it doesn't ruin the look. But if I have extra on the end, I will trim it so that I can still see that underneath, because why not, right? Why cover it all up? Excuse me. Ooh, hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Had some sneezes, and I'm not one just to sneeze once or twice or 3 times. I sneeze like 100 times in a row. And I just had to get a drink for my throat. Okay, so that was, ooh, actually I know what I wanted to put there. I want to put this photo because this was the day that Taylor Swift, Tuesday and Wednesday, announced her record. So I might move that one there. Maybe I'll move this over here. Excuse me. So now I trimmed that and I really didn't need to, but that's okay. I'll put that there. I'll put that there. And then I'll put maybe a sticker there or some decorations there. Or I might move that up there and put something here. And my daughter packed throughout the week, so I didn't think it really mattered what day I put that on. So there's that. And then this was something I was working on. It's something I bought years and years ago. And I was trying to sell it in our garage sale, and it didn't sell for like $3. And I remember paying like 30 or 40 bucks for this years ago in some decor party I went to, and it was 2-piece. So I just decided to get some cream off-white spray paint and spray paint that and do, you know, sand it a little bit. Now I have it hanging in my bedroom. It looks so good. I'm so glad I didn't sell it. Let's see, Friday I wore my new hat. My new hat I ordered to wear for, sorry about my husband. I did it just to get a good laugh out of my husband, and it got a good laugh out of everyone. We met some of his friends out, and like all the wives were like, can I borrow that? It was pretty funny. Let's see. Saturday, was it this morning? This morning I took both my dogs for a pup cup. Let's see. Oh, I took these last night. This is, I let my grand kitty out, and then my dog and her just love each other. It took them a while, but they love each other now. And I was laying in the grass trying to get some good photos of them together. This is today. We went and unloaded all my daughter's things. She's back at college. I'll see her this week. It's only like 45 minutes away, and she'll be back this week because she has to still work her job over this way most of the week. So I'll see her. I'll probably see her tomorrow. But it's still sad. It was a good summer. It was a good summer, her being home. I took her for a pup cup this day, and then she was just in the roof today. Let's see. So how about that? And then I have this about starting my YouTube channel. Maybe I'll put that back over there. Maybe I will actually trim this. I don't need everything. Oh, I thought I could do this video without my nose going crazy, but I don't know. I don't know. Glad I feel better though. Glad the sore throat's gone, because I cannot handle a sore throat. Okay. Excuse me, I know it sounds like I'm having a hard time breathing. So I have this washi tape. Oof, and I don't even have anything left. Can you tell that was my favorite? Oh no. I might be able to get 2 little pieces in it. Not even, because look, the paper goes up to here. That's from Amazon, I'm pretty sure. So I was thinking, well, I could do like something like that here, and then maybe over here. I don't know. I'll see what else I have. If I have another color like that, we'll see. Okay, so I like the way I have everything laid out right now. Excuse me. I don't love this. I'm not sure where I want to put this, but I'm going to glue these all down and I'll be right back. And I use the AdTech Essential. I get this on Amazon. I think Walmart now carries it. It's the best. It holds up years from now. My scrapbook pages are still together if I've used this. All right, let me go tape this. Okay, so I was just thinking about what I wanted to do here. That feels a little crooked. So I laid out everything I thought. And then I'm going to look to see if I have any more photos. Ideally, I do like at least one spot, you know, a couple spots to journal. But I do have these bigger boxes. So I feel like I have a lot of journaling space already, so I might want to fill in with photos. I decided I'm not going to put this one on. I'm going to maybe reprint my thing about my YouTube channel or find a different photo. I don't like how black it is, and only black here, except maybe a little bit there. I don't know, it could go over here. Excuse me. I was pretty proud because I did thumbnails. But I think I might, well, maybe I will. Maybe I will. I don't know why I gotta be so particular. I say that, I'm not. So let's just trim that. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Done. And that way this is kind of a little dark here, dark there. Not that I get too worked up about that stuff. So I like to cross out the note. All right, so what would I want to add to this? So I want to journal about meeting my friend's baby, you know, or I'll journal in here about the beginning of the week because we had like the hottest weather we've had, so people came over to swim. Or maybe here I'll do about Taylor Swift. Here maybe I'll do about the babies. Here I'll do about my daughter packing and leaving, going back to college. And then I don't know, maybe I'll see if there's anything left to decorate this little box. Do I have anything cute? I have some florals, a couple, but I also want to leave enough so I can maybe do one more page with these. So I have this left, these little boxes, and these. So what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I mean, I could use this little bunch because it's so sweet. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I think what I might do is just maybe use maybe a little floral in a box because I can. One thing about me, I can always have things to say. So maybe do. Where did I put my scissors? Anyone else lose their scissors nonstop? I'll trim that. Maybe put that like that. And then I will get a little box. Because like I said, I really would like to be able to use it one more time if possible. Okay, so here I might I'll put that up here, and then maybe this will go up here. I don't know. Trying to think what I want to do. I'll put the orange up here, and then I might put orange up here also. I have orange here. And for Sunday, I'll write what we did, all the things like my husband did at her apartment, which one thing which was really good about her apartment is she lives in an apartment building, and that she didn't have to move everything out for the summer because she was going to be renting it again. She's going to rent it. Actually, she probably will be there next year. Well, she's going to move downstairs next year, but so she's able to leave her stuff there and just bring home what she needs. So that is really helpful. So yeah, they usually like charge so much a month to keep your stuff there, but because all three, her and her two roommates, they all play college sports, so he does not charge them. So it's nice. We don't have to move anything. Her couch stay there, her bed stay there because she has a bed back in her room here at home. So I think I want to do the yellow over here. So that was pretty easy moving compared to last year. Because last year we had recliner, couches, beds, and desks, and tables, and everything. So this time it was just a little truckload. And then she brought a carload over also and met her roommates over there. They're all over there right now unpacking. So yeah, so it was actually an easy move. Still feeling a little sad. You know, you get used to her being here and, you know, talking. Her and I are very close, so it's a little sad. I miss her, and it's so quiet without her. It'll be a little bit for my husband and I to adjust. I don't know. She was really busy this summer, so she wasn't around a lot, you know. I mean, we were both all working all day, and then she worked a lot of evenings too with a second job. But it's just nice to have someone around. I enjoyed cooking for her. I cook for her. I get her plate fixed for her. I don't know. She's not here much, so when I can, I like to spoil her. Okay, so this is kind of how I'm going to do it. I was going to look at some quotes, but they're all spring related, and this is not spring, but it says hello spring, but I thought I might do this hello and maybe say hello to the baby. Okay. Say hi, and then what else? Know your worth. I do have a quote sticker book, but I don't know if I want to get it out. Let's see. Keep calm and plan on. Don't count the days, make the days count. That might be cute. Maybe to go over here. That's kind of cute. Oh, crash. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second, start some of my journaling, see if I need to add anything. Okay, I'm back. I did my journaling. Now, I didn't write anything there yet. I just was gonna see again what I have here that I might want to use. I have a bee here. I have bees everywhere, but I was thinking maybe putting a little bee here. I have so many bees this year. Not even bumblebees, but just all sorts. Hornets and wasps. They're just everywhere this year. Most I've seen around. I don't like that because I covered it. What do I want to do? I'm trying to be so frugal. Maybe I'll just do, maybe, just maybe. Oh, I have the sticker. I'll just do this and write something here and maybe fill that out. I don't know what I would write about. I feel like this needs something. I have these florals that are from the other set. I wonder if they would match okay. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't know. Maybe I should just leave it, but I feel like I need something right here and right here. Like I said, I don't have much. I have a couple of florals and these. And I want to use these, I think, in my dump journal. They're so beautiful. I love this set. I could use this over and over again. Maybe, just maybe, I will take one of these and use them in 2 different places. Let me see, how do I want to do that? Okay, probably like that. Like this. This week's going to be a busy week. Oops, excuse me if I'm under here. Don't know how many photos I'm going to have this week because I'm going to be out of town for 2 days for work. That kind of fills that, or do I like that there, or should I put that? Careful, or do I like this under here better? And now with my daughter not being home, I'll have less photos also. And her kitty leaves. Her kitty will go back home with her probably, I don't know, one day this week she will go back with them. Even though it's only a 20-minute drive or 40-minute drive, the kitty gets so car sick. There, I like that. That does, I'm not sure if I love that, but I think it will do for now. And what about this little piece here? I don't like this part, but I'll cut that out maybe. I just have that odd spot or straight cut, so I'm going to just go around like that and maybe like that. All right, that does it. There's my week. Once you see a few of these videos, you'll see I'm pretty much consistent, keeping things the way, the same way. I do it pretty much the same way every week. But I do change it up once in a while. I might do decorations all across the center and then just my photos here, or, you know, or a scene across the bottom. You know, you're kind of limited what you could do, but I also think that's what makes it so simple. It's so easy to keep up on. And you could do it without a lot of thought. And, you know, people say, oh, I'm not creative. I don't have the time. I think this is such a easy, quick way to do it. You don't have to be super creative. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be back with a video for this week. I have my Happy Planner haul coming. I'm so excited. I think I'm gonna be out of town though the 2 days when it's getting delivered, which is such a bummer. But I'll be back. Thanks for watching. Bye.